kid people. I am not saying I know everything that's happening. No, I do not. But again, what I know, I try to educate you people. I want most of you to know and be aware that the new law in America has started today. Today is the 2nd of January, and the law has started. The immigration is going to get tighter. It's going to get very, very uncomfortable. That is the way it is going to be. There is no doubt about it. Politically, it is getting interested too in Sierra Leone. I believe so many of you are not aware of what happened yesterday. Yesterday, Sylvia Blyden put out her ambition that she wants to be the president of Sierra Leone. That was yesterday. And today, the mayor, Akisoya, has brought out her own words that she too wants to be the president of Sierra Leone. What is interesting in both of these two things is that Akisoya is being supported by Fatima Bio. No sooner Akisoya put out a statement that she wants to be the flag bearer for SLPP, Fatima Bio supported her immediately. Fail not to realize that yesterday, Sylvia Blyden put out her own application that she wants to be president of Sierra Leone. Things are really happening in that country. Let us pay attention to what is happening, because I think some of these people think Sierra Leone is their gold pots. Sierra Leone is the only place where they can come and get rich overnight. Sierra Leone is the only place where they can take our resources from Sierra Leone, from the mouth of babies, to satisfy their egos and their desires in life. I hope Sierra Leoneans realize that this is time for serious business. This is time to take Sierra Leone to a new phase. You know, I did tell somebody just a few days ago, I said, listen here, all of us live at Sierra Leone, we come to America. The reason why we come here, some of you leave Sierra Leone and go to the Temple Run, or whatsoever way you people try to leave Sierra Leone. You all left Sierra Leone to seek brighter pastures somewhere. You all left Sierra Leone because things were not comfortable there. You all left Sierra Leone because life was not treating you right. Some of you left Sierra Leone because you were educated, you went to school, and instead of you becoming a kush dealer or kush seller or a kush intaker, you decided to go and seek brighter pastures somewhere else. And that was exactly the reasons why some of you left Sierra Leone. Some of you are the only hope of your family. Without some of you guys, your family would be a lost generation. But the reason why so many of you have left home, it is because home has not offered you anything. It is because home has been a depression, instead of home being a place where you can rest. Yet still, we Sierra Leoneans are not paying attention that we have only one Sierra Leone. My people, I have a flash sale. I have a flash goal. I need 40 gifters of Heart Me. We are 172. If you look up there, you will see 0 and 40. We need 40 Heart Me. I am asking you, don't say you love Casada Kitchen and you could not give a Heart Me. A Heart Me is only one coin. Thank you, darling. Thank you. We need 40. Thank you, Aisatu. We need 40 Heart Me. We are 166 here. Thank you, maid. We need 40 Heart Me. Let's do it. Yesterday, Pelakam, inside 1 hour, it gets 70,000 Nigerians, Sierra Leoneans, we support them. The world all over, we support them. Now we only need 40 hearts me, and you're 160 here. So can we do it, please? It's only one coin. Only one coin. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, Elsie. Happy New Year to you, my darling. Let's do it. We need 40 of it. Thank you, Juju. Thank you, Juju. Thank you, Juju. Let's do it. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, sweet. Thank you. Let's do it. We need 40 of that. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you. We have only 13. We have 14 right now. Let's do it, please. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do the heart me. We could not keep on doing this. This time we have to progress. We have to go. We have to grow. And will you please, please, please double tap? Please double tap. Don't be a listener and not a contributor. I need all of you to contribute. We're still waiting for the heart me. We're 178 here. And on Facebook, can you please comment Happy New Year? At the same time, can you please comment Happy New Year? Will you please comment Happy New Year for those of you who can comment? You know the reason why you cannot comment? I do not have any subscribers. When you subscribe, then you'll be able to comment. Oh, thank you for the gift. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are going to keep on the conversation, but we want to get our hearts me on. We only got 12 hearts me, and we're 171 here. Let us do better. TikTok, we're 172. And by right, if you go look up there, we need 40 hearts me. We only have 12. And we're 170 here. Come on now. Let's show some love. And for those of you on Facebook, thank you, Alaji. Thank you, Frederica Gage. Thank you for commenting Happy New Year. Thank you for paying attention. That means you are part of the team. You are paying attention. We want people to comment. This is a new year. We're going to start things in the right way. I would love everybody to double tap. And we're still waiting on the heart me. We're still waiting on the heart me. Trust me, we're still waiting on the heart me. Let's give our daily heart me. Please. Let's give our daily heart me so we can continue the conversation. You give your daily heart me in every time you come on somebody's platform. It's very, very important. Thank you, Karim. Let's do it. We have 4. We're supposed to get 40 by now. We only got 4. Let's do it. If you look up on top of my head, you will see how much daily heart me we need. We have only gotten 13. And we're 172 here. That means you people are not engaging. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Helen. I know so many of you are just here to listen what I have to say, record it and put it on your platform. But it's not helping. Thank you, Salah. Oh my God, thank you, Precious. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, Precious. Thank you, Equal Roots. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Miss Salah. Thank you so very much. It is all because of your love, your support. That's why I'm looking so pretty. Thank you, Elsie. Thank you. Thank you, Rosapo. Yo, please double tap. Let's continue this conversation. It is very important. This is the second day of 2026. You should not be left out with what is going on, what is happening. Sierra Leone is in a crossroad, and it's left with you, the young people, to make a decision that will change your lives, a decision that will make our country a better country, especially for those of you in Sierra Leone. And one thing I know is that we in the diaspora, we have a part to play. We in the diaspora, we have a part to play. If any part of the world is functioning, it is functioning because we in the diaspora are remitting our funds to them. So let us not be here and be complacent. because things are happening in our beloved country, Sierra Leone. Okay, just like I was saying a few minutes ago, so many of us leave our beloved Sierra Leone, we come to the diaspora. We do not come here because we want to come here. We come here to make our lives better, to make the lives of our family better. We come here to seek greener pastures. Some of us come here not for ourselves. I know so many of you who are in the diaspora who are not even living good. It's not that you people are not making the money. You people are making the money, but some of you have so much attachment. Some of you know where you came from. Some of you knew how much your family suffered for you to be where you are today. And because of all of that, so many of you are doing the extra to prove them wrong. Some of you have break generational causes. Because in your entire family, nobody has ever traveled out of the country. But you have done it. Whatever way you did it, we do not know. But so many of you have done it. Some of you crossed over from Sierra Leone without your people being aware that you were even alive. Some of you traveled through turbulent times. When I say turbulent times, I'm not talking about traveling on a plane in which there's a turbulence. I'm talking about going through the sea. I'm talking about traveling through strange lands. I'm talking about eating food that is not even fit for a dog. Some of you indeed went through all those things. With the only one aim to make the life better for your people. Fatish, thank you so very much for the love and support. My God, you're my top gifter. I was watching it yesterday, so thank you so very much for all your love and support. Anyway, like I'm saying, so if we Sierra Leoneans do not take it upon ourselves to get it right this time, when are we going to get it right? When Madabio wanted to be president, he came to us, he told us about human capital. He told us about how many good things he was willing to do for the country. But are we seeing it? Are we having it? I was just watching the news a few days ago. I was moving. And I'm telling you, my people, moving is one of the hardest things on this earth. That, I reached to a point at which I said, fuck it. I'm not moving shit. I'm throwing every fucking shit away. I'm starting all over. I'm just tired. I mean, no. I have so much to do. But what I'm trying to say here is, for the past few days, like I said, I've not been able to come on live. I've been so busy moving, sorting things out, things I want to send to Africa, things I want to give away, things I want to throw away. So it's not been easy. So, I mean, come on now. Even though I have people helping me, some things that sometimes you want to get financial, you just want to get emotionally attached to things. Then you know what, I look at everything and say, you know what, there are times in which vanity, when I left from Seattle to Greensboro, I came with a suitcase. Within 3 years, I've acquired so much. And again, that's all money, that's all vanity. Why should, somebody was telling me, oh, do yard sale. I said, do yard sale for who? All of those clothes and shoes, I can go and give them to the Salvation Army. Are you kidding me? Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Let's get back to serious business. The serious business is Sierra Leone. We're at a crossroad. We are at a crossroad. When you look at what is going on in Africa as a whole, you're wondering what is going on with our beloved country. Honestly, you're wondering what is going on. Why are people so naive? When will Sierra Leonean realize they only have one Sierra Leone? I was just looking at hey, King Hamid, how are you, my darling? I was just looking at everything that's happening in the international scene, especially with what is going on in America here that has trifled all over Africa, all over the world. Because anything that starts, it starts in this great United States. I was just looking at everything that has happened. And I am thinking about, what about those who indeed have come to America here without with diplomatic passports? They've bought houses here. Yes, plenty of them came here in which their people bought houses. And when those people will be deported back to Sierra Leone, that amount of money that they used here to buy houses, will they have those houses back in Africa, in Sierra Leone? No, those houses are gone. That money is gone. The reason why I'm saying all of this, when a person like Jagaban, who has stayed in this country, who has worked in this country, who has established in this country, who is not taking his money to go and help another country grow, he is using his money to make Sierra Leone a better place. There are two things in any community, that in any part of the world, in any society, there are two things that will make any society stands out. The number one is light. Even biblically, Jesus Christ himself said, let there be light. Because when you see the light, then you start seeing yourself first before you can see anybody. But when you are in a total darkness, how will you be able to see the good things in this life? How will you be able to see yourself, to see your own reflection when you are in total darkness? The second important, most important thing in this our lives today is water. Even if you do not have food to eat, water can sustain you. But with water, we are able to cultivate more food crops. With water, we are able to sustain our existence on this earth. I do not know about all of you, but since I was born, in which I am 57, in which some ignorant dog says age is just a number, in which they have not seen half of my age, but they want to tell you age is just a number. How ignorant those people are. In my 57 years, living under this earth, I have never seen any politician who is willing to take his money and invest in his people. I have never seen a politician of that caliber that wants to take his own money and help the poor. You know, a few days ago, you remember, some of you who are on my platform, you know, I said there are jobs that are opening. For those of you who've been in my platform, I've been saying it for so long. I said there are so many jobs in the Jagaban industry. I'm not going. Yes, I'm going to say I'm going to use the word in the Jagaban empire. This is not an industry. This is an empire. When somebody is doing 4, 5, 6, 7 businesses that are creating job, it is not only a company. It has escalated to an empire. If you have a resort on construction, you have a bike assembling plant on construction, you have a poultry farm on construction, it is no longer a business, an empire. Because in the next 1 year, when all of those have come into fruition, how many jobs will have been created? In every sphere of the life, from you being a lawyer to an accountant, everybody will have a job. And then you will find out that there will be no need for people to be going on temple run. And if all of these people who wants to be politicians, who wants to be president, who wants to rule our beloved country, can put their resources for the people, don't you all think Sierra Leone will be a better place? Some people, when you look at them who claim who wants to be president, you can really know that these people could not even afford 3 square meals. But yet still, they want to rule a country that happens to be the Athens of West Africa, where knowledge was created. What are we Sierra Leoneans doing? Are we stupid? Are we going to sleep and allow half-baked people who their only desire is to steal from the mouth of babies and invest in a no man's land where they have no rights? I can remember when Madabio was campaigning, he gave us so many sweet talks. For those of you who know me, I was here. Oh, we have our first vibrant first lady. She will be a blessing to the Sierra Leonean people. And it happened that she became a curse to the Sierra Leonean people. A few days ago, I was having a conversation with somebody, and the person said, Casada Kitchen, I know you. You are supporting Jagaban. Jagaban is paying you. I said, no, Jagaban is not paying me. No, Jagaban is not paying me. I say, does that Jagaban gives me money? Sometimes, yes, he gives me 1,000 here and there. When I call him, when I ask him, he does send me 1,000. He's not the only one. Even in the Bio government, I have 1 or 2 of them that I can call. I said, boy, I'm broke. Even in this government, sitting in the presidential office or whatever, but SLPP to the backbone. Yeah. When I need some money and I'm broke, I call them. I say, shit, send me some money. We can rackle over it, but again, they will send it for me. If I ask for whatever, they will give me whatsoever. But again, I do know it's part of my money, so I'm very happy to eat that money. Yeah, very happy to eat that money, because those money are part of my I worked for it. I sit down here and I campaign for the Bayo government. I sit down here and I chastise them when they do wrong. I believe some of you people who used to sit here and insult me when I used to talk about the Kush epidemic, one bad thing or one good thing I should say is that all of you have been a victim of the same Kush, the same thing that I was talking about. We're talking about the selection. So, by the way, I believe some of you have been told, or most of you understood, that my main page, Casada Kitchen, the brand, has been blocked. Totally blocked. You could not even find it on Facebook. And the reason why my main page, Casada Kitchen, the brand, was blocked was because I was talking about the Kush. There is no set of people that have self-hate like Sierra Leoneans. Sierra Leoneans are the only people who will kill you for helping them to grow. I remember when I started talking, started this campaign on this Kush. That was 7 years ago. I remember so vividly how much I was dragged on the same social media by some of them who have died today. By some of them who their family members are useless today. By some of them who they're crying in their minds, in their hearts, in their soul, if they had known. Because by the time I was talking about it, they were the ones who were castrating me. They were the ones who had so many nasty things to say about me. But today, one thing I like about myself, I do not care how you like. If you like me, that's good. If you don't like me, I really do not like you either. But one thing I know, and for those of you who've been following my pages for too long, my God has never let me down. My God has never let me down. I remember when I was talking about the same Kush epidemic, when this Kush issue started, the amount of you Sierra Leoneans who turned on me. Some of you were here to shut me down. Some of you said so many things, but so many of you become a victim of the Kush epidemic. It is either you were directly or indirectly connected to the Kush epidemic. It is either you spending your money right now or you have lost somebody to the Kush epidemic. But like I said, there is no set of people that I see with self-hate like the Sierra Leonean people. Well, as you all know, for the past month, like I told you guys, my main page, Casada Kitchen the Brand, has been closed by Facebook because the Association of Bloggers were reporting me whilst I was fighting for the lives of the people of Sierra Leone. The people were reporting me that I was supporting the Kush. And if you people want to be truthful to yourself, have you observed that the fight against the Kush epidemic has lessened? Are you going to be truthful to yourself? Have you observed that the fight against the Kush epidemic has lessened because my main page is down? And because that page is down, so many people are not seeing me. But I have another page. It is called Casada Kitchen TV. So please go and follow that page, Casada Kitchen TV. So, again, this is 2026. This is 2026. I am not looking for somebody to come and sit on my platform and talk what you want to talk. I am looking for those who consider me to be their friend or their whatsoever to come out and subscribe to my platform, my various platforms, because that is the only way you will help me to grow. Fortunately, somebody just called me a few minutes ago. That's Benghazi. He called me a few minutes ago. He said he saw me on those crazy people platform. They said I am homeless. Anyway, let go sorry for Sierra Leoneans. I'm telling you, there's nothing to talk about. There's no topic of importance. Because I believe if there was a topic of importance, they will not be seeing me putting my video out that I'm moving. And for those of you who've been following me for sometimes, I've been telling all of you, I'm about to move. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving. That tells you how much self-hate Sierra Leoneans have. It tells you how much self-hate Sierra Leoneans have. You are not even on my platform. And that's one thing I like about me here. For those of you who know me, I know already I'm a public figure, so I have nothing to hide. But again, I bring to you what I want you to know. I will never bring to you what I do not want you to know. And whatsoever you know behind my back, that's it. That is what it is. That is what it is. And that is the fact. But again, I was so surprised when Gaddafi called me. Oh, did he come to my platform? They said you are homeless. I say, yes, indeed, I'm homeless. Thank God for that. Other people are praying for their people to succeed. We as Sierra Leoneans are praying for each other to be homeless. Kumbalov, I'm putting you up. You came this morning, I was not able to put you up. I don't know which new pattern me don't do na this TikTok. I don't know what new pattern I have done on this TikTok. I don't know. I forget. I don't know. I don't want to put somebody up on my platform that will cause noise because it happened this morning. The person was on my platform. I don't know whether he was not paying attention and he was just causing noise on the platform. Anyway, let's continue with this very serious and important topic. Like I said, today is the 2nd of January, and there is so much. How are you, how am I? How are you, darling? And there is so much that we have to watch out for, especially those of us in the diaspora. I believe some of you have never heard the new law that even Great Britain has passed. It is not like before when you marry to a man, you bring the man, or a woman married to you and brings you over. After 3 years, you say, no, I do not want that man anymore. It is not happening like that anymore. The bitterest part and the goddamn truth is so many of us will be surprised to see some of our families being deported this month and next month. This is no joke. I want some of you to understand that the Trump government is going to start investigating illegal immigrants who had come into America from 2014. I want Sierra Leoneans to be aware that so many of you came to America with diplomatic passports. I want Sierra Leoneans to be aware that so many of you came to America with ordinary passports. But your status were never rectified. Before, when I come here, I sit, I talk to some of you guys. You people do not understand what I am trying to say here. I can remember some of us come into this country. We as brothers and sisters, some of us came here as refugees. We came with people, just like how Dolly Igwe's mother came with what's her name, Janet Bangura Lewis, like her daughter. When she was signing the refugee paper, she never told immigration that Janet Bangura is not her daughter. She told immigration that Janet Bangura is her daughter, her biological daughter. So she came into this country as a biological child of Dolly Igwe's mother. Things are going to happen. I want some of you to understand, like I keep on saying this part, that some of you are not paying attention to. Some of you had come into this country earlier on, 10, 15 years ago. Some of you had married to Americans. Legally, within the system. But those Americans never further on went to secure your documents. I want some of you to start thinking, how many times have you called police on somebody, and how many times have somebody called police on you? It is only in Sierra Leone that you will go to the police station and they tell you to write your statement. In this great United States, even the police car is recording you. Even when you call the police, it is recording you. And so many of us, ignorant, especially when we had just come here, people had brought us in their programs as, this is my daughter. We had called the police on these same people who are trying to give us life in this country. Now the bat is coming home to roost. Some of you called the law on yourselves. Some of you came here with your brothers and you came as husband and wife. It reaches a point in which some of you were calling police on each other. It reaches a point in which some of you were pointing fingers at each other. And when some of us want to tell you how much some of you have messed up, some of you think we are here to laugh about it. No, I am just here to awaken your mind about the things that some of you had done. That when it comes to haunt you, at this particular time, after our beloved president had traveled all around the globe to make Sierra Leone a better place, the only better thing we have is us being the drug lords of the world. I saw something today. That is very troubling. As an African, as a Sierra Leonean, and as a country in which we have gone through 11 years of civil war, in which up till this day, our minds, our soul, our bodies are not yet healed. I saw something today that is very, very troubling. I know some of you are not paying attention to what's going on internationally. I know some of you are not paying attention to the game that is being played around the world. But if my memories can serve me right, there was a time in which Libya was the paradise of Africa. I can remember there was a time in which Sierra Leoneans were not thinking to go to Libya to go and seek brighter pastures, because Sierra Leoneans were not even thinking about Libya. There was a time like that. But there is a time coming that is very, very troubling. And it is one that Africans should be embracing for. I just saw the bombing of the Muslim in Nigeria. According to what I saw or what I read, they claim it was a precise bombing. Africans should be afraid. Africans should be terrorized. Africans should be frightening. Today's what day? The 2nd of January 2026. It is coming where you are not expecting it. It only needs one place to start for it to escalate to the point in which people might be running helter-skelter. I am just saying. As a Sierra Leonean, we all should be worried. There are certain events that took place a few weeks ago. Sierra Leoneans should be worried. Sierra Leoneans should be on their toes. I know so many of you are not paying attention to national security. I know so many of you are not paying attention to what is really going on in the country, our beloved country, Sierra Leone. But again, like I have decided that this 2026, I'll be more on political issues because I want to educate you people. I want to entertain you people. I want to inform you people. And I want you people to be aware of what is going on around the globe, especially in our beloved Sierra Leone. For some of you who do not know what happened, a few days ago during the festive season, you remember we had all these high-powered Nigerians who normally enter into Sierra Leone during the night. Are you people seeing something, or are you people assessing something, or are you people observing what I am observing? I mean, a thief, it is only a thief that comes in the night. But since all of this wonderful A-class list of celebrities are coming into Sierra Leone, I do not know. Am I the only one observing it? They always come in the night. What is wrong with in the night? But anyway, just for those of you who do not know what happened, a few days ago, it was during the festive season. There was a guy traveling from Freetown to, I think it was Waterloo, going along the Waterloo highway. And there was a car in front of him, shooting live bullets. They had guns in their car. They were shooting at people. Few days ago, there was a nurse who came from work from Waterloo Hospital. She got up from a shift, going home. She was found in somewhere along Kenema after an alarm was blown that nobody knows her whereabouts, and it was confirmed that she went to work and was returning home from her job to her house. She became an MIA, missing in action. Things are happening in our beloved country. But before I go further, I would like all of you on my TikTok page to please double tap. Please give me your daily heart me, and please share. And I know you on my TikTok page, you will not be able to comment because only subscribers. So if you want to partake in what I am saying, it will be better if you can subscribe. Your subscription means a whole lot. And please do not forget to tag somebody whenever you come into my platform, because I need us to propagate the word. This is 2026. We are not going to be left behind. I am here to dig out the news and bring them to you on your table. Let me go to the security of our beloved country. I believe some of you have heard when our president, Madabio, your president, the man who stole the election from the people, the man who decided to traumatize the people of Sierra Leone, the man who decided to kill the people of Sierra Leone with drugs, all in the name of a new direction. That's the only problem we have as Sierra Leoneans. We never ask ourselves, what is this direction about? My people, I want to tell you, it saddens me for somebody who we thought was an ex-military officer, who some of us, the world was against him, but we the people, some of us thought we had a refined gentleman. I want to bring to your notice what happened at the house of the president who stole the vote of the people. This is not only sad, it is disheartening. And as a true Sierra Leonean, I think all of us should keep our toes on the floor to take heed. A president who came few months ago and was telling the world that they have so many rice that the cost of our basic staple food has come down, even though the average Sierra Leonean could not afford a bag of rice and be able to live a decent life. But what really bothers me these few days was when the president of a country can come out and tell you his people are so hungry that they broke into his home, the fountain of government, the seat of government, just for them to steal rice. That should send a signal to the president that the people are so hungry. They do not care about anything. All they care about is just for their daily lives. The issue of bread and butter that we the people thought this president was going to address. But no, what we have is a flying jet. A man who traveled around the globe, lying to you, the people of Sierra Leone, that he was going to make Sierra Leone great. By the way, how great are we that we've all been banned? We've all gone into our cocoon. We are all on a tiptoe because we do not know what tomorrow might bring for the green, white, and blue. I saw a young guy traveling and he was making a documentary of how he was treated only because he had a Sierra Leonean passport. It is sad, but it is the goddamn truth. And like I am telling you, so many of you guys, I know some of you, like before this morning, I was on my platform, we were having some conversation, and I was talking to some of the guys. I said, listen here, I know some of you have never experienced it before, but this is the real fact. If you do not believe, just pick up your telephone and say, oh, I'm thinking about going on a vacation. The next thing you're going to see are all vacations or vacation sites. That is not AI. That is not AI. That is to tell you that you've been spied on. That is to tell you you should be careful of what you're doing. For you, Alimato Dimeneki, how are you, my Royal Highness? My right, that's all for they call you, because you are the order of the British Empire. So for they call you my Royal Highness. How am I, Mr. Alimato Dimeneki? Something happened yesterday, and when I heard what this year, 2026, was declared to be, it saddens me. When I heard what Mother Bill declared 2026 to be, it saddens me. It saddens me because the world is talking about technology and advancement. The world is talking about technology and advancement. And in our day-to-day, we're having a president who is talking about tradition and culture. It saddens me. Because if my memories can serve me right, there are times when we are in this political season that when people want to intimidate opposition, they come out with their traditional masquerade, their fake gods, just to trample on the belief of others. So when I heard it, that this year is for tradition and culture, I wonder how much more Sierra Leoneans have to stand, in which the British government, who are the main financier of our Republic of Sierra Leone, are making it clear, making it known that they want to end female circumcision. But our president in this 21st century is declaring a whole year of tradition and culture. It saddens me, because the world we as a people of Sierra Leone should be elevating. We should get out of the dark and come to the light. The light now is technology. 10 years ago, you could not be in France. You could not be in Dubai. You could not be in London. You could not be in China. You could not be anywhere in the world and see me here. It was not possible 10 years ago. Our country should be talking about high-speed internet for our youth to connect to the outside world. Our country should be talking about building solar system, so that when people want to research or learn or elevate themselves, it becomes very easy. But at these perilous times, we are having a president who wants to take us back to tradition and culture, whereas the world is advancing in technology. But people are still not paying attention. People are still not paying attention. In the next 5 years, the rate at which things are happening in this great United States, so many of you will not understand why we have to turn our focus to our shithole and develop it with a structure that can let us go back home and say Africa is a better place. We are still not paying attention to what is happening. Fail not to realize today's the 2nd of January. Things will start maturing from now, because every order starts from 2026. Some of us will be surprised when immigration will knock at our doors. Fail not to realize we were the same people who called police and told police that that man who and myself were staying together is not my husband. He was my brother. Fail not to realize some of you had committed domestic violence. Robino, I need to talk to you, Robino. I need to talk to you, Robino. I need to talk to you. If you can give me your number, I'll be grateful to talk to you. You know, I don't want to involve what I'm talking about here, but I will go for talk to you, Robino. Sometimes, do you see this that way here they talk to? When we travel out, now we duty for help with brother and sister them, for be better people. But when we travel out, in most cases, now we Sierra can be the stumbling block that we brother and sister in life. Anyway, let's talk about this immigration system that's going on now, that has started today. I know so many of you have not seen the reality of it yet, but it is coming. It is coming. And do not get caught off guard. Do not get caught off guard. Because this is not something that we are going to compromise. It has already been placed into law. But una member, almost of una, we don't call police for una man them. Almost of una man them, we don't slap una away from them, domestic violence. Almost of una, we don't get a DUI. It is getting worse than you can think about. Anyway, by the way, please tell me where you're watching me from. Please tell me where you're watching me from. And like I told you guys, on the 28th of January, that is 2 weeks, 14 days, 18 days from now, Mohammed Umar Jagaban will be launching his 5 million investment in America here. So, and it's going to be in Forbes Square, Maryland, on the 28th. Mohammed Umar Jagaban wants to meet with Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora. For those of you who have gone and put application at his office and somebody asked you to pay, please make sure you send that information to me. Because if you do, then we can stop it. Because this is not business as usual anymore. The reason why Sierra Leone we could not progress, it is because we're used to business as usual. Your parents paid for you to go to school, and after you have graduated from school, you ought to learn and own a job. Somebody could not sit down at the steps and be blocking people from putting their application whilst they are well taken care of. This is no longer business as usual. Because when I told him that people were taking money at his job, he was really, really mad. I'm trying to talk to somebody that I want you all to hear from. I'll just pray God he picks up the call. Will you please double tap my TikTok family? Will you please double tap my TikTok family? And when you come to my TikTok, please give your daily heart me. Hello, Catherine Lee, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Please give your daily heart me. It's very, very important when you come to my platform to give your daily heart me. For those of you who do not know what's going on in Sierra Leone in the political scene, we have two other candidates that have thrown in their heart on the APC side. We have Silver Blyden and Akin Sawyer, the mayor of Freetown. She has thrown in her heart that she wants to be a president too. Akin Sawyer, where now I be president? Akin Sawyer book. Anyway, chai. I can see Sylvia Blyden, but not Akinsoya. Heaven forbid. I would be number one to campaign against her. Creole to Creole. Me, I will campaign against her. She's not a good person. By the way, for those of you, who wants to, who normally goes to these games, this reality show, I believe some of you have seen the respond of Lolo Simmons. Oh my God, that is very, very sad, and that is a big stab for AYV, because if what Lolo Simmons says, sorry for Val, if everything that Lolo Simmons has said or has written about Val, I do not see any reason why you Severina want to put your money in, because then it's just a way. I mean, that would be the greatest disappointment, because according to Lolo Simon, up till now she has not received her the permit to the house. Neither has she received her car. No, I mean, everything is just messed up. It tells you, I tell you people, some of these games, they are just scamming you people. Scamming. I mean, when I heard how much was spent on the last game with AYV, if one person was voting 100 million more than what they were going to win, why should you go and spend your time in those sort of a thing? But anyway, some people just want to be who they are. But for those of you who have cursed, who are spending your money, I believe you work for your money. I think you should spend your money wisely. I know some are not they give me una money, but they are big. If you know it for give me, even though I can say age is just a number, try for the eat good food, so you go look good like me by the time you go reach me age. That's what I say. Try for the eat good food, so you go look good like me when you go reach me age, even though you claim to be age is just a number. But again, what Lolo said is very, very troubling for the management of whatsoever the Val, and the sarcasm, I mean, everything about the show. I'm going to ask you, well, I'm not going to say, but again, it is left with you and what you want to do. Because if you are going to a show and you're being promised, first of all, leaving your home, leaving your house, leaving your comfort zone to be among people that you do not know, that you do not like, that you do not know their etiquette, that you do not know. Some of them are witchcraft, some of them are evil, some of them have I mean, come on. It's a whole lot. I'm not lying. It is. It is a whole lot for you to leave your comfort zone. Stay with people that you never know. People who have different ethnic background more than you. My God. Heaven forbid. I do not want to be in that kind of a situation. I do not want to be in that kind of a position. Neither do I want to be with any of this set of people. So in other words, it does take a whole lot especially for those who leave America or the diaspora. They leave everything behind with the sole intention that maybe they want to go and establish themselves. And then after they have gallivanted their supporters, and then the host of the game never deliver. I think that's a scam. I think Sierra Leoneans should not fall for that sort of a scam. And because if it keep on going, it happened to, well, I think Awafi Fegula was the most, the luckiest, minus Awafi Fegula. The second person is complaining, and others who went to the house or were in the house are complaining. That's not a good sign anyway. So, by the way, how are you all feeling today? How are you all doing? And please, can you tell me where you're watching me from? And for those of you who do not know, like I said, my original page, Casada Kitchen, the brand, has been blocked because you, the same Sierra Leoneans who hate ourselves so much, you reported me that I was promoting Kush, in which I was fighting for your children and your children's soul. There is no set of people who hate themselves like the Sierra Leonean people. In case some of you do not know, like I said, we have two more presidential candidates who are in the business. That is Sylvia Blyden and what's her name? The mayor, Akin Sawyer. Rather, unfortunately or fortunately, the drama has just started because no sooner Akin Sawyer put up her intention to run for presidency, she was supported by the First Lady Fatima Bio. No sooner Fatima Bio endorsed her, Sylvia Blyden fired back. And she was like, some documents that were supposed to have been handed over to the people of Sierra Leone, the mayor, never handed over. I mean, it is going to get messy. But one thing I want to talk to you Sierra Leoneans about, we have to realize that there is a man who traveled to the great United States, who never worked for nobody, who built a whole empire on his own. And we are yet here seeing him in 2 years building another empire in Sierra Leone, creating jobs for people in Sierra Leone. A man who never stole from nobody. A man who never had no access to none of the wealth that the country has to offer. He was never a vice president. He never worked in any cabinet position. But one thing I believe so many of us, we want to see Sierra Leoneans going back to Sierra Leone. People who have stood the test of time. People who have stood up and said the truth. Who today are afraid to go back to their home, even though they might have invested in their beloved country. I think the only person that will make Sierra Leone a better place for Sierra Leoneans will be Mohamed Jagaban Kamara, aka Jaga. I just love the name Jagaban. Honestly, I just love the name Jagaban. But again, it is left to you, the people of Sierra Leone. If you want to keep on listening to empty promises, you know, I was watching the APC office that they're trying to construct somewhere in, I think it's Port Loco, in which JFK, after everybody had contributed what they wanted to contribute towards the APC office. What I heard JFK say, after he never contributed a penny, what I heard him saying was, You're just spend your money. When I become president, I will finish it. Sierra Leoneans are no more for that. We saw it under Madabio. People gave him chance, but he betrayed the people of Sierra Leone. He betrayed the youths. He betrayed the country. For a man who traveled the globe to make Sierra Leone great, and the way in which we are today in Sierra Leone, in which the average Sierra Leonean is afraid in this great United States, because people could not remember what they had said when they were putting their documents. People could not remember when they had called the police on themselves, claiming that woman is not my mother, that woman is not my husband, that woman is not my wife. But all of this escalated when we have a president who does not care about the people he is serving. All he cares about is how he and his family might become rich. They do not care about how many souls will be lost when he declared the opposition a terrorist. And the only way to get rid of terrorists was through the weapon of mass destruction, which happened to be the Kush. That they willingly brought into our society for them to assassinate and murder our youths in cold blood. These are things that you will not hear in the regular mainstream platform, because all of them are obligated to somebody, but I am not obligated to anybody. This is the people in politics. The people of Sierra Leone have to be a part of the politics. The people of Sierra Leone have to be in the know of what is going on in their beloved country. This is not politics as usual anymore. This is not the time in which we are hyping people who could not feed themselves 3 square meals a day, who have not employed nobody, who have nothing to show that they can run even their own homes. I wish some of us had been calculated to see that even Madabio could not even run his house, let alone say give him the staff of office to run a whole country with 8 million people. Some of these people have been in politics from J.J. Roberts' time. They have not employed nobody. They have changed nobody's life. They have not employed nobody. They have not changed nobody's life. But yet still, they want to be in the realms of power so they can come and fulfill that desire of traveling like how Madabio did to us. Traveling all around the globe. Yet what do we have for all of this traveling? We shall start feeling it by this month, when people will be deported back to Sierra Leone, when families will be ripped apart because of the evil of this government, because of the way in which this government has tarnished the reputation of Sierra Leoneans at home and abroad. But yet still, some of us are not paying attention. if the British government, who are our best sponsor, who are the ones who are making Sierra Leone great, are cutting down on their funds, and yet still we have a president who wants to declare a whole year of tradition and culture, whereas the world is healing towards computer and technology. We are desecrating to tradition and culture. You know, some of you are not understanding. When you go to China, you go to their schools, you see first, second, and third grade children, they are making computers. But when we go to our schools, we are still learning John Bull is my boy. I send him to school to learn how to spell John Bull. We are not using our brains. We are not using our hands. Those who are in authority, who ought to make the place very pleasant for the next generation, are only stealing from the mouth of babies to come and develop where they do not belong. I remembered 7 years ago when the Chinese government gave us rice, in which Mother Bill lied, feed what? The school program, they'll be feeding the people. It was that same rice that was used for political favor and political gains. But yet still, we the people are still not paying attention. Just like I said today, for me, it is very, 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 very troubling. When I tell you it's very troubling, it's very troubling. When I see the amount of Okada or bikes that's being distributed to young boys up the interior that claims to be an association for Fatima Bio, that is very troubling. I do not care how you take it. To me, it's very troubling. How can somebody come from work at Waterloo and find themselves in Bokenema? With a car, it is not possible. The only way it is possible, it is with a bike. After you've been drugged. Like I said, so many of you people sit in the social media, but you do not understand politics. The only thing you see is what is in front of you. But the great Nigeria, the reason why they ban bike in the heart of the city, and not only Nigeria, there is not a single city that they allow motorbikes to ride within the capital city. They do not allow it because those who are wise know the effects, the swiftness, as well as the danger of bike riders in the capital city. Let me give you one scenario. Some of you will not understand, but let me give you a scenario. You have just come from the bank. You have gone to collect 50 million from the bank. You coming from the bank, you walk down on the street. And from the bank, you are going to your car. Let me see what Wilberforce Street. You're going to your car. And a biker that has been surveillancing you can snatch that bike from you, and you will never know who does it. Do you know how many people have been found in a gutter that's being hidden by bike, especially those in the opposition who wants to stand up for truth? Things are happening that some of you are not paying attention. Just like I said a few days ago, there were some guys who were in a car driving in Sierra Leone, going about their business, in which another car was around there that opened fire on them. It is not going to get better. It is going to get worse. And now with the political situation in the country, it might get worse than some of us might want to say or think it is. It will be. It will get worse. It will get worse. It will get deadly. Because one thing I want Sierra Leoneans to understand, the Bios will not just leave power easily. They will not. They will fight. And how they fight, I do not know. But it's going to be a tough game. Well. Today, I have had like 2 hours with you, my fellow Sierra Leoneans. I might come back later on. I need to take a nap. As you all know, I've been moving. And moving is not an easy thing. I know today that February, right? January. My birthday February. I love my birthday so much. But again, from tomorrow, I go begin a list of the one that we don't put application for LG in tune. Tomorrow, I go bring the list. When I know say, I be don't say when I say LG, it must marry in 2026. So I not go put Sidom allow today don't be the second. Una we want put application on inbox me. But I will pull the list tomorrow of the first 10. We don't inbox me for LG in tune. So just in case you're interested in LJ in tune, when I know say I tell and say this year for married, it be like what and I go married by force, by fire, by force. Be lucky. LJ, it must married by fire, by force. So tomorrow I pull the first list of the first 10. We be don't put application for LJ in Tololi. But anyway, I am a little bit tired now. Moving is not an easy thing. And if I don't relax a little bit, then I will be extra tired. So don't forget to follow, share, and please, don't say you love this mommy, you know, they subscribe. Don't do that. I need for see 2 people subscribe even today. Let me see how much you say you love me. Because, oh, I love this mommy. Go and subscribe. You are 136. Let me see if I can get 2 people for subscribe. Go where the gift is. That is where you subscribe. Show me some love. Go and subscribe to my platform. Oh my God. I see somebody who I will laugh small because I'm a little bit tired, like I go rest. But trust me when I wait, not fat first, one week by 3 o'clock I'll come back, I'll come give a gist because I get switch Kugusa. Anyway, I see a sister dinner. Auntie, I'll market you. I see you na boss me, they cry. Oh, Jesus, that is good. You know, when I see these things, I know how much my God is fighting my battle for me. I remember the time when they tell people that say, when I go Casa. Now, nobody no curse them. They cry because of the curse when they follow them. Again, I want you all to remember that you are all special. And for you, we young sisters, I'm not talking, as well as our young brothers, when we are in the diaspora, when we're out of our country, please let us be our brother's keeper. Not look you company, say it don't work in money, so you want for for break and down. Any money where you come be work, where it help you with, now because he love you. And again, Usaina love they don't come out. Why we as Sierra we're not getting a love day again. Instead of elevating each other, all we do is here to bring down each other. But again, fail not to realize I love you all guys. I've spent 2 hours. But again, we'll come back later on when I have taken a nap. Don't forget, life is beautiful. It depends on how you make it. Again, I said, life is beautiful. It depends on how you make it. So you all, please do not forget, and I'll put me YouTube on. To all of you, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, Casada Kitchen the Brand. And me Facebook, it is Daphne Pratt or Casada Kitchen TV. And don't forget, you're all special in your own little way. I love you all guys. I'll be back in a few. But let me take a nap because I've been moving. You know, I need some massage. I wish I may get good fan safe. Where I go talk say I need some massage. You say yes, and my media license for $500 for you. You go massage. I really say I'm homeless. So they are not forget back for saying couple for me homeless. But honestly, I need some massage. The thing, oh my God, I not even finish or finish it. But anyway, I love you guys. I love you guys. And again, I want to thank all of you throughout the year. Each and every one of you who has supported me in any kind of way, in your own little way. I just want to thank you. For those of you who shared, I just want to thank you. For those of you who've called me throughout the year, all of you mean a whole lot to me. All of you mean a whole lot to me. And again, I want to make something here. I know say some of Una been done use for the support me. I get it. But if you don't get this year, that one did not make you a bad person. No. And when I call you, when me and you be not used for the talk, please don't feel shy. You don't have to. You do not have to. Plenty of when I stop for call because if you're my fan, I should care about you. Even though I want the money like a witch man, I want a bing, bing, bing. But again, if we don't get a good conversation, you been done useful to help me. Did they want to ask why not possible? Me people are not possible. Oh. I know the is that my beautiful Miss CFA? I don't know if I'm more. Me TikTok queen. That beautiful black lady. Anyway, if you're not able, you're not able. Let's tell you now, me, one day, me Christmas, I must get some money for give people them. This year I'm not able. So what I do? The little donation where I get, I help the one that were able. Those women don't say I'm blunt to them. But hey, so again, for those of you who been done use for the support me, what una not get at this year, let God give una. But again, I'm not all like I'm against una at all. I don't. You know, I felt so bad. One million good person where I can just sit on my inbox her. I say, well, send small tea for me. At least in bad the magic will say $150. You know, the last time when me talk, he say it not be well or somebody not be well. And I call her back, you know, I just inbox her, happy new year. Hey, Auntie Daphne, I know, no, I don't ever feel bad for that sweetie. I don't ever feel bad for that day. No. If we give for understanding thing and they say no to every day that Christmas, the world will be a better place for we all to live. But again, be safe and remember, like I said, all of you are special in your own way. I love you all and I'm out. I tire and I go rest. They have now send money for me, like go do massage chef, now they go better. Go granny. And I hear they say they did a waiting back. They say me a homeless. So I lay there. So I don't get nothing good for talking about somebody. Me are homeless. But anyway, I can't do I sleep. When I wake, we go talk. We go talk. Because that is what Sarah Lady is a good for. By the way, do you like my... Oh, I can't show them my New Year pictures. I can't send them out just now. I can't show them all my New Year pictures. They are so beautiful. And I want to thank me darling. We send them... The dress one I can show now, it was sent for me by a fan in London. Yes. I mean, one way for good Jagaban in business, but I think to say it was appropriate to use it on the first, because I think I'm ready for shine in a different way. But anyway, fail not to realize, to all of you guys, I love you all. And I'm out. I need to rest. I don't begin all. 57, not of 57 days. I love you all. Merry Christmas. Bright and prosperous 2026. I'm going to talk more of politics, but that one did not mean for see. I'm not going to bring the Kongusa. Because the people that get to other married Kongusa, where you read 2-3 days in a salon, and Allah say, Lord, I mercy. That one did another story for another day. Now, other whole program, weddedness. Hey, this one, it's a whole Wednesday, weddedness. They married, that one they would call and they married from hell. Anyway, the issues are many. Tell God thank you, I don't move. But by Monday, I go done finally with the moving sector. Then I'll be free to be here as long as I want. But again, feel not. Don't forget for share. And don't forget for subscribe. And don't forget for follow. Please. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to share. And do not forget to follow. And again, remember, you are all special in your own way. And there's nobody who is better than you. So remember that and be a better person. All the same, do not forget, life is spiritual. You have a blessed day. So that's the 2nd of January 2026. Like sleep at time.